Hey everybody, and welcome back to another TMI Moment. This is your girl Terra. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have not already done so, do me a favor and click on that share button. Let someone know that we are live with TMI. We are talking with Terra. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead, click the link that's in the description box and subscribe. Y'all, let me know that you're watching. Comment if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Type in the comment section. Let me know that you are watching. Let me know if you're watching the replay by typing in hashtag replay. Y'all know I like to come back and give y'all hearts and thumbs ups and all those good kind of things. So, y'all, we are going to go ahead and get started. I don't want to hold you too long today, but I wanted to really just let you know why we are talking about being our authentic selves. Why are we talking about being free to be who we are? Why is it important to be competent? Why is it important for our self-esteem and our self-confidence to be on the level that they should be? And it strictly comes from making sure that we have a solid foundation. I know many of us, we are looking for how to start your business, how to become a six-figure earner, how to become a millionaire, and all that good kind of stuff. All of that is great. But if we are building on a foundation that is not solid, we started the year off talking about the ABCs of you. We're going to end the year talking about being our authentic selves, because guess what? If we don't learn how to be the best us, then we can't be the best anything else. Whether it's you may not be trying to start a business. You might just want to be the best worker that you are in the job that you're in. You may be looking for another career. You may be starting school. You may be looking for a husband or a wife, or you may be a new mother or want to become a mother. Whatever it is that you're trying to do and you want to be a success in, you cannot truly be successful in that thing until you have learned to be authentic in who you were created to be. Until you have been able to learn how to become comfortable, not complacent, with who you are. Okay? When you have learned how to accept your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and be willing to work on those things, then it starts within. You will not be able to be the best anything else, y'all. So that's why we are talking about this today. And I just really want to share with you. I mean, a lot of times we like to look at the finished picture, and then we like to say, okay, that's what I want. And so when we start things, we like to already be the best. We like to already be the expert. You know, when you started riding your bike, you wanted to do the tricks. You probably saw your friends, you know, if they learned how to ride their bikes before you probably saw them, you know, standing on the handlebars and rearing back on the on the wheels and all that kind of stuff, doing wheelies and all that kind of stuff. And you wanted to learn how to do it. But what did you have to do? You had to start off with training. You had to start off with the tricycle with the training wheels on there. Then once you got off the train, and some of us skipped the training wheels. We did. Some of us we just got on a regular bike, and you can look at our knees today and you can tell that we skipped the training process because we got some injuries, we got some bruises, because we fell down, because we were trying to take it a little bit too fast. A lot of times when we try to take things too fast and we try to get something too quick, we end up going through unnecessary hurt. We go through unnecessary pain trying to do things too fast. When we don't, just all it takes is just a little bit of time to start at the beginning, not expecting to start right off at the top. And we can build a solid foundation. And basically, when we learn how to do that, when we learn how to go through the process, take it in increments. You know, we were talking about competence. Learning is a process. We didn't learn how to read a chapter book immediately. No, we started off with the book that had one word on the sentence on the page. It may have been a Dr. Seuss book that said, they would just the Dr. Seuss book that gives you the numbers. It say one. It got a one on the page. That's all, the only word. Got the picture of the one. Then on the next page, you got two. Then you start off with the dog is red or brown, probably. The cat ran. Then you start. Then you move from those 3-letter words. You go to the 4-letter words. You go to the 5-letter words. The 6-letter words. You move up in the process, right? We take it in increments, and guess what? Regardless of how complicated the process may be, regardless of the details of the process, when you are going through the process, it changes you. Because guess what? I was at a point to where I didn't know how to read any words. Now I know how to read 10 words. Now I know how to read 20 words. Now I know how to read 30, 50, 100. Now I'm reading thousands or millions of words, and I am fluent in that because I went through the process. Allow that to happen. Allow yourself to go through the stages. Allow those stages to sink in, because guess what? If you miss a process in learning how to read, if you don't learn the phonics properly, then guess what? When you get to those 10-letter words, it may be hard for you to pronounce them because you missed something in the process. And when we miss stuff in the process, sometimes that causes us to lose some self-confidence because we feel like, okay, well, I shouldn't be here because I'm not as competent as I should be. But no, what it was, we tried to go too fast. Don't try to take yourself too fast. Our competence is based on our experiences, on the experiences that we've been through. So we have to go through the process in order for us to learn more. It's not something that somebody's just going to be able to give you. Yes, there are many people who can tell you how to start a business. There are many people who can tell you how to become a 6-figure earner, but at the same time, you still have to go through the process. It's not going to be something that's just going to happen randomly. I want you to understand that, because too many times we are giving up on our dreams. We're giving up on what we've started. We are quitting because we are receiving challenges. But anytime you are learning something new, challenges are going to happen. You're going to face challenges, and that's okay. But the thing is, remember yesterday, when we are challenged, it helps to build our competence level, because then we have to start to use our resources. We have to start to use our creativity. We have to start to look at things a little bit different. We have to start learning how to connect the dots, not just being given something. Y'all, we have to understand that success is not something that comes overnight. Now, there may be many people that you see, and you may not have known the process that they've gone through, and it appears that they have just become successful overnight. But understand and believe, when you see those people who all of a sudden they have a name like you ain't heard of them, 9 times out of 10, it is someone who was doing the work behind the scenes. They were being consistent. They were being intentional. They were determined not to quit. They were building up their competence. So when the opportunity presented itself, they were in the right place at the right time. They were going through the process. And at that point in time in their process, that's when it took off for them. We have to do the work. We have to work for it. We have to make the sacrifices. We have to have the commitment to do what it is that we need to do. And stop expecting overnight success. Stop looking for these get rich quick schemes. Stop just looking for that immediate answer to the problem. Sometimes it's not an immediate answer to the problem. You have to work through the process. And as you're working through the process, you're building up your competence. You're building up your ability to be able to actually function in what it is that you're trying to do. Yeah, I'm trying to help somebody really if you really want to build, if you're really trying to be a success, if you're really wanting to be prosperous in all your ways and in your endeavors, what you're trying to do, I'm trying to help somebody make sure that you're building on a solid foundation, because it starts with you. We have a lot of business owners, and I applaud anyone who takes the steps to go after their dreams, to do what it is that they want to do. But we have to make sure that when we are building, we are building on something that's firm, on those core values, on being authentic. When you are authentic, when you are just who you are, the people who are called to you will be drawn to you. I'm not for everybody. I understand that, but I am for somebody. And as long as I stay consistent, as long as I stay intentional about what I'm doing, then guess what? Those people will see, and they will be drawn, and I will be able to help them. For the ones that I'm not for, I'm okay with that. That's why I'm not offended when people don't support me. When people don't support you, don't be offended, because maybe that is not your audience. And too many times we focus on other people, on what they are doing, than focusing on us. No, make sure that you're being authentic. Don't change yourself just to get an audience. Don't change yourself just to get a platform, because trust and believe, you can only play a role for so long. I don't care how good of a TV show there is. They may have 15 seasons, but at some point in time, they're going to get to a place to where that season is canceled. You don't want to have to keep on changing your characters for each new season you're in. I'm this way over here, I'm that way over there, I'm that way. And then when people see you, they like, okay, I thought she was, hmm. No, let's be authentic. Let us be who we are. Be the best part of who we are. So, yeah, we have flaws, we have weaknesses. Let's work on that. But don't allow your flaws or your weaknesses to hold you back. After you have worked on it, your past is the past, and you move forward for the future. Y'all, let's make sure that we are building on the right foundation. Y'all, listen, I am trying to help someone develop that unstoppable self-confidence, and that comes from us building up our competence, us being who we say we are, being free in who we are, accepting ourselves. And guess what? When you can really be free to be you, then you can allow others to be free to be themselves as well. It will help you in your relationships. If you're in a marriage, if you're in a dating relationship, whatever kind of relationship you're in, if you're a parent, a child, or whatever, when you learn how to be free in yourself, then you stop expecting people to be the version of themselves that you want them to be. Then you're able to relate to them for them being their authentic selves and you being your authentic self. Too many times we want our parents to be a certain way. We wish they were this, we wish they was that. We want our children to be a certain way. We want our husbands to be a certain way. Everybody's trying to change everybody else but themselves. No, it's time for us to focus on making sure we are in order, making sure we are doing what we are supposed to do. And when we have done what we're supposed to do, guess what? That's going to help. Somebody else is going to see it, and somebody else is going to be inspired, somebody else is going to be empowered, somebody else is going to be motivated to do the same. But it starts within. Y'all, listen, this has been your TMI moment for today. Y'all, let's just learn to be who we are. Let's learn how to go through the process. Let's stop expecting those big starts and know that we got to take it in increments. Challenges are going to come. But as the challenges come, they change us. And they can either change us into being a better person or they can change us into being a worse person. What are you going to choose? Y'all, listen, this is the day that the Lord has made. Make a conscious, a calculated decision to rejoice and be glad in it. Y'all, don't forget, y'all can pick up my book, Finding Your Voice Inside of the Noise. You can go to my website, www.2askTMI.com. And our cyber sale is still going. You can pick up the electronic version of the book, the digital copy, for $4.99. Yes, you still have a couple of more hours to pick up the book if you haven't already done so. To those of you who have, thank y'all so much. I saw y'all yesterday. My phone was dinging. I said, okay, look at y'all. Y'all are finding y'all voice inside of the noise. We are building ourselves a foundation that is going to be able to handle the capacity of who we are. Like, there's so much inside of all of us. And when we have a solid foundation to build upon, it's limitless of what we can do. All right. Y'all have a great day. Again, this is the day that the Lord has made. Make a conscious, calculated decision to rejoice and be glad in it. I'll see you the next time.